everyone, and welcome to our channel of Azure Cloud today, where we would be looking into Microsoft Intune licensing and which plan shall we choose. This is one of the most important topics as gets involved over here. Now, what if I tell you that your company might already be having Intune and you have been paying for it this whole time without using it? In today's video, we would be looking at what are the different Intune plans and what each one of them include, which Microsoft bundle includes Intune, and which plan to use in which situation. By the end of this video, we will have a walkthrough of how to check your license and assign Intune license to a user in Microsoft Admin Center. The four Intune plans. Intune Plan 1, which is the main license that one requires to do most of the tasks when it comes to Intune. In my previous videos about MDM and MEM, everything I showed you is powered by Intune Plan 1 license. This is the plan that does the heavy lifting. The other license, which is Intune Plan 2, this is just an add-on to Plan 1. So along with the core functionalities, you get a little bit more additional functionalities. However, we need to know that this is not a standalone plan. It must always be tied to the other plan. So this is just an add-on and not a base plan. Intune Suite, this is a premium plan which covers most of all the functionalities of Plan 1 along with Plan 2 and some additional features of its own. Intune Plan 1 for device. Unlike other plans which are per user, this is per device. It is specifically designed for devices and is not tied to a user. Examples where Intune Plan 1 for devices can be used is for kiosks, shared devices in a hospital, factories, and so on. This license has less features when it is compared with the other three ones. Like app protection policies, user identity may not work here. However, it is always a good practice to go and check Microsoft official documents because they often change them. One important note over here is that Intune Plan 1 lets you create and assign application protection policies, which is the MAM side of Intune. But to actually demo some of those policies and actions, like blocking copy pasting from Outlook or pushing Teams to your phone, you need a working mailbox and working apps. That means you need Exchange Online and Microsoft 365 applications, which aren't a part of Intune Plan 1 on its own. The easiest way to get those is a Microsoft 365 Business Premium license, which bundles everything that we need. In the real world, most of the organizations already have this through their Microsoft 365 subscription, so it's rarely an extra cost for them. But if you're following along, just be aware that when we get to the MAM and app deployment videos later in the series, that's what I'll be using. So I'll be just activating that plan for a short period until we need it. What does Plan 1 get you? With this plan, you can do a cross-platform enrollment, which is iOS, Android, Mac OS, Windows, Linux. You can push apps remotely into those devices. You can set compliance policies to those devices. Configuration profiles can be pushed. App deployment can be done. And application protection policies can also be pushed. Which bundle includes Intune Plan 1? There are many of them which already includes Intune Plan 1. That's the reason I was telling you that you might already be having Intune. If you go to your favorite web browser and type in Intune licensing, the first link If you open that link, it will, and if you scroll down, it will let you know that Microsoft Intune Plan 1, it will show you that all these bundles already include Microsoft Intune Plan 1 license. So you do not need to purchase Intune Plan 1 or Intune Suite license separately. Seems very simple. However, a lot of organizations still do this mistake, which results in them losing a lot of money. Let me explain this to you with a simple example. Let's imagine a scenario where there exists a marketing agency with 100 employees and they have been paying for Microsoft 365 premium license for over 3 years, roughly spending close to $20 to $25 per user per month. Then one fine day, the owner comes and asks their IT to figure out how to manage everyone's phone. Then IT goes and does his research and comes back stating that we would need at least Intune Plan 1 license, which is around $8 to $10 per user per month. So he puts in the request, the owners agrees and pays for it. So that is 10 into 100 users, which is 1000 euros per month, which now costed the company 12,000 euros in a year. Total waste of money. Now, what they would have done instead? Checked their existing license if they have any existing bundle which already covers Intune. If yes, then assign those license to all the users, and that's it. Zero additional cost here. So what do we learn here? We learn that we should always check your existing Microsoft 365 subscription first before buying any standalone Intune license. So, another confusion about licensing is understanding the difference between Microsoft 365 license and Office 365 license. So, none of the Office bundles, whether it's Office E1, E3, or E5, does not include Intune. They include day to day apps like Microsoft Outlook, Microsoft Word, and so on. Device management, however, is not one of them. However, Microsoft 365 licensing, on the other hand, E3 and E5 both include Intune Plan 1. We did see this in the Microsoft page few seconds ago. Due to the slight difference in the name, many IT admins assume that Office E3 and Microsoft 365 E3 are the same. And since Office E3 looks cheaper, they end up buying it. Again, a total waste of money. And it does not fulfill your requirement, which is to get Intune Plan 1 license. Starting July 2026, Microsoft is adding key Intune Suite capabilities to Microsoft 365 licensing. If you can see over here, the the key features added to E3 include Intune Remote Help, Intune Advanced Analytics, Microsoft Tunnel, Specialty Device Management, and then E5 gets all of the E3 features which are listed over here and a bit more. Along with that, they get things like endpoint privilege management, enterprise application management, and many more. Which plan do you need? So, most Intune licenses already have Intune as part of their bundle. However, the basic one is Intune Plan 1. So, it also depends on the situation, what you want to do. For example, if you just need to manage phones and laptops, Intune Plan 1 is good. If you need to manage kiosks or shared devices with no assigned user, then Intune Plan 1 device does the job for you. If you need remote help, then Intune Suite can do that job. If you're a small business owner with less than 300 users, then probably Microsoft 365 Business Premium Bundle is the best for you, which already has Intune. If you're an enterprise and want a complete stack, then Microsoft 365 E5 or E3 can do the job for you. However, for us, Intune Plan 1 does more than enough for now. Other licenses can just be an overkill. So now, time to see it in action. Please note that you cannot assign a Microsoft license from portal.azure.com anymore. For that, you must go to M365 Admin Center. So if you already have licenses purchased, then that would show up in the licenses section as shown below. I have a Entra ID P2 license, which we'll use later on to show conditional access along with and how that interacts with Intune. And I've already purchased this license. That's the reason it is showing as one available for me. However, if you are buying it for the first time, then you must go to Marketplace, go to All Products, go to Security and Identity. Over here, we search for Intune Plan 1. Okay, not Intune Plan 1. We click on Details. Then these are the plans here. We select the plan that we want. If you want, if you're trying, please note you can go ahead and activate a trial license as well, which will give you 25 licenses, however, just for 1 month. So if I select this, if you see, it gave me 25 licenses. Once you select that, it will ask you to choose a billing profile. If you haven't created this, then please go ahead and add a new billing profile along with your credit card detail, and then click on next, and these 25 trial licenses will be assigned in your license pool over here. Once this is done, so I did this for my Intune Plan 1 and I just selected one license. So once you go into licenses, just click on the unassigned license, click on assign license, then select the user who this license should be assigned, and that's pretty much it. So we have selected one user here, and now I just click on assign license. Okay, license is signed. Post this, if we go to intune.microsoft.com, we will not get any errors like we were getting in the previous videos. If you see no errors, if we click on devices, no errors. Since we have all the required licenses now, we can now start implementing all the things that we learned in the previous videos. If you haven't watched the previous video, then I highly recommend you to check them out first so that your labs are easier to implement. If you found this video helpful, please like and subscribe to the channel. If you have any questions or suggestions, feel free to leave a comment and I'll get back to you at my earliest. Thank you and have a wonderful day. Bye bye.